As FDC presidential candidate Dr. Kizza Besigye left the party headquarters in Najanankumbi, Kampala, after attending the weekly prayers on Tuesday, a group of muscled men in dark shades and black bandanas struck. From Clock Tower on Entebbe Road, the men pounced on boda-boda riders and other passers-by who they felt were following Besigye. And at Nakasero Market in Kampala city center, the same men whipped more people as the police looked on. It appeared as though the men, who were moving in a private Toyota Noah van without registration plates, were working with the approval of the police. There have been questions on why police officers seem powerless and just look on as shady characters beat up people. Kampala Metropolitan Police Commander Abbas Byakagaba has now gone into damage control mode. He told journalists that he has instructed the Kampala Metropolitan Police Head of Crime Intelligence and Investigations Directorate to investigate the matter and come up with a brief in 1 week.
I have already given instructions to my Commander CID to immediately investigate and bring to book whoever will be found to have engaged in these activities, including not doing anything, because that also constitutes something wrong. If you are a police officer and you see something bad happening, definitely you have something to answer.
I then asked the Kampala Metropolitan Police Chief whether he was not taking the public for granted, yet in the past police denied any connections with the Chiboko squad.
Our people should have confidence in us that whatever we are saying, we mean it.
The notorious group was seen beating up Chambogo University students who were on strike a few years ago in the presence of police officers. A Makerere University Law Don Professor Christopher Mbazira says if not punished, such illegal groups could trigger violence when members of the public choose to defend themselves or take the law in their hands.
You may find that you now have small groups of people also carrying sticks, carrying wires, and then preparing themselves to counter those guys that we saw yesterday. And the situation then becomes chaotic. And it's a very dangerous thing when any state loses control of how force is used.
NTV talked to some people, especially boda-boda riders, who witnessed the masked men at work.
Because if such a disruption is there, they may even buy our motorcycles or steal them when we are running away from problem. So we don't want such things to happen because it affects us, even our customers. They cannot board our motorcycles because they are fearing.
Because those ones that they are not arrested, they are only beaten in the street, so which means people's rights have been abused.
We also asked the Kampala Metropolitan Police Chief whether he knows the whereabouts of the motorcycles confiscated by the masked men.
That is part of what the investigations are going to bring out. I think now we better not again go into the details of how it happened and what happened.
It's an indication that actually the security forces themselves are failing, because they should act within the parameters of the land, following the procedures which are properly prescribed.
The irony is that the people who were beaten up, if they are to sue those stick-wielding and club-wielding men, they have got to go to police and first report the cases. And of course, they accuse police of shielding these very men. But according to Professor Mbazira, there are also other options that can be explored.
If the police is not investigating and taking
TV.